So we moved into our new accommodation for the week with Mr. Henry over here, and it's in a beautiful place just outside of Wexford in Ireland. And yeah, we really like it. We haven't done much exploration, but the little shed that we're staying in is super cute. There's a little bed, there's a little couch, and a small little kitchen which allows us to do some cooking, and really cool. And I think it'll be really fun to stay here for the next few days. And yeah, like I said, a bit of a tough break with the weather, but I guess that's part of being in Ireland. And yeah, a bit of a difficult morning as well. Didn't manage to get much sleep last night because I don't know, I was just struggling with sleep, and I have been for a while. So yeah, difficult to deal with, but thankfully Liz came through and made some delicious breakfast for us. So we love to eat beans when we're out here in Ireland for some reason, and we don't eat anywhere near enough of it in Portugal. And I'm so glad that we're getting back into it because it just tastes so good and it's so comforting. So there was that, some eggs, some bacon, and Liz is a superstar in the kitchen. Then after that, we went through to a little beach down the road from where we're staying, and actually, it's not a little beach; actually, a really big beach with a lot of sand and some dunes. And I think Henry really enjoyed running around there and being a wild man. We had a couple of running races, which I lost, but really fun time. And yeah, managed to get back inside before the rain really came down. And then we watched a little bit of rugby and naps for the afternoon, and here we are now. But I did want to talk a little bit about my terrible sleeping habits at times, and I think it's two things that really stand out to me about sleep and sort of my psychological state. I think the first thing is understanding that my brain is going through so much in protecting myself from anxiety that I carry as a person. So the things that really make me worried on a very core level and tend to come up at very strange times, I think are the things that really have a big chance of upsetting my sleeping pattern, because I would have nightmares about them, or I would stay up late thinking about them. And I think what my brain is really doing is saying, well, we're not going to go to sleep if there's a risk of you dreaming about this stuff. And so we're not going to go to sleep. And if we do go to sleep, it's still under the influence of potentially all of these thoughts in your head, which is really difficult to deal with. And I think what ends up happening is that I have to look in the mirror and say, what kind of responsibility am I taking in giving myself the best shot at getting good sleep? Because those anxieties need to be managed so that I don't have this problem with my sleep. And so doing my therapy, maybe going through some kind of process of journaling or of vlogging, those are the things that I need to do to be able to get a lot of this stuff out. And I think if I don't do that, I'm putting myself in a tough spot, along with maybe spending too much time on screens, too much online video like TikTok and Instagram Reels, which is such a waste of time and really mess with your brain. And not reading enough, because that's another big thing that I know helps me go to sleep. And certainly not like making enough of an effort in a lot of the hobbies and interests that I have, because if I was to make as much of an effort as I could in those things, I'd be a lot more tired at the end of every day. And so maybe that's something that I need to do to get myself where I need to be, to put myself in a spot where I can sleep well. So yeah, hopefully that gets sorted out soon, because I am so tired, and I know I'm not the only one who struggles with that. And hopefully an early night to bed tonight, and yeah, we'll chat tomorrow. Cheers.